I needed to create, so I made this. Whatever it is. I know this is a bit of a change of pace from the usual content on my channel. I've taken on the role of the omnipresent narrator multiple times in my video essays, and trust me, those aren't going anywhere. I love making them. But it's not like I make very many of them in the first place, and that's actually kind of the point of this video. I want to create more art so bad. I want to script and edit more YouTube videos for 24 hours a day. And more importantly, I want to learn. I want to learn so badly. I want to watch a million Blender tutorials so I can improve the visuals for my video essays. I want to actually study how to properly structure academic essays. I want to design shot lists and storyboards for films that I'll hopefully make some point in the future. I want to improve my cinematography, the quality of my shorts, and expand my knowledge of the medium as much as possible. I want to write TV shows and movies with rich, expansive worlds that touches the audience's everything. I want to learn everything. I want to expand my horizons and learn in every way that I can, improve every way that I can. Fly. And I want to learn not just for the sake of it, but so I can improve my own creations. And I truly believe that in order to create amazing art, you have to engage with it as well. Meaning every day, I don't just want to create, I want to consume like a deep, desperate hunger. I want to take in as much art as possible and engage with it in meaningful ways. I want to lose myself in awe and admiration, distracted by the visual delicacies that dot museum walls. I want to play more video games because they provide such deep, rich, fascinating worlds and experiences that I can't get from any other medium. I want to read fiction books to escape into fantasies until my eyelids collapse in on themselves, just to pry themselves back open because of the deep, desperate desire to keep consuming, to keep engaging. I want to go to the movies and watch anything just because it's there, just because I have no idea what it is and it's playing. I love stories more than anything, whether that be critiquing or creating them. But I don't just mean mindlessly consuming them. I have a whole video on why I don't really like that. I mean really engage with it. I know I just said I want to consume more than anything, but I want to consume it mindfully and meaningfully. But I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of engage with mindless consumption every now and then. It's pretty unavoidable, it's part of modern life. I'm no better than the dude with Subway Surfers on the background of his YouTube video while on Instagram. I just replaced YouTube with the bear and Subway Surfers with Tears of the Kingdom. But, for example, I saw Past Lives the other day, and I've been dying to finally publish a review on it, to really engage with it, to remember the elements that I really enjoyed and some that I didn't, to actually learn from it. But that's exactly the problem. I have to try and remember those elements, because I wasn't able to write a review in the moments. I didn't have time. Because most days, I don't have the time to do everything I just listed, and nothing is more depressing than thinking of all of the art I could be encountering, creating, inspiring, reviewing, and learning from, with an excitement so hot it burns my chest, and then realizing it's already midnight, and doubly realizing I don't know when I'll be able to. And that uncertainty is scary for me. I'd say I'm kind of regimented in my everyday life. I like my to-do lists and my journals and whatnot. So much so that the daily going-ons of me can sometimes feel more like a playbook than anything else. 7 to 9 you write, 9 to 11 you edit, 11 to 1 you work out, and so on and so forth until I finally reach a peaceful slumber where I get to get up and do it all over again. Detailed, fixed, perfect, every single day. Not to sound conceited or self-important, but I kinda got a lot going on right now. Everybody does, but between a job, internship, and summer classes, I just have not been able to do everything that I want to do in a day. Engage with and create all of the art that I possibly can. And that makes it feel like the summer break has been more like a preparation for when things get really stressful in the fall. Meaning I've been kind of scrambling to try and find time to do the things I actually want to do in a given day. It's not that I don't like my courses, and I'm beyond lucky for the professional opportunities afforded to me, but I went to bed one Sunday night after doing my weekly reflection. I have a goal to watch at least one new movie a week, Like a prescription, depending on one weekly dose of movies keeps me normal, keeps me sane, which must have been why it was so hard to go to sleep that night looking at the empty checkbox in my journal. So caught up in the pursuit of achieving professional success, I've been ignoring the things that make me, me. But the thing is, they've never gone away, they've just kind of faded into the background, which I've noticed generates a need within me. I mean, it's always there, but when repressed, pushed to the side, or ignored, the only option is for that desire to fester and grow until it becomes all-consuming, and the need has no limits on its appetite. It also doesn't help that recently, when I'm at my busiest, it seems like all of the cool stuff is coming out. Tears of the Kingdom, like I said, Past Lives, The Bear Season 2, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, aka Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel to my favorite movie of all time that I have not been able to write a review for yet because I just haven't had the time to really dedicate the amount of energy I want to. So much great art has come out recently that I have had to force myself to make time for, because if I didn't, it would be taken up by something else. An endless watch list, an infinite listen later tab, and a forever backlog have followed me my entire life, but when I'm not able to keep up with those additions, the desire rises and the need grows, the want to consume and the necessity to create. And not just create whatever, but create something that really means something to me. Maybe more importantly, something that reflects me. I want to develop a writerly voice. I want to develop a cinematic style all of my own. I'm still looking for a creative identity. I want to find that. I don't have time. I feel like my video essays have no character, at least not reflective of me. I'm proud of some of them. I may make the graphics, I may write the scripts, but I feel like I'm holding a piece of myself back in order to sound professional, to have an appearance of quality, because I don't trust myself to make great art. I don't trust myself to make great art. I don't really trust my... Is this... I don't know, is this dumb? I should probably... I'm so tired. Now, yeah, I'm a little tired, but I actually just woke up from a nap. What did I do today? Just been sleepy. Got up at like 7 and I wrote for a bit, and went to work, went to the internship. It's blinked like crazy. I ran afterwards, came back. I tried to record some stuff for this, but it just wasn't, I didn't get it. And then worked for like 2 hours for my job, and now I'm here. And I'm tired, but I think I'm gonna see The Flash later, and I don't know, I think it's like the fact that I'm tired, and I feel like it fits into like the themes of like this video and what I'm trying to say with it. Like, I don't know, I was at work, season 2 of The Bear is out, and I love it, obviously, and it's, like, incredible, and I wanted to make, like, a video for The Bear, when season 1 first came out, like an appreciation video, analysis type of thing, and I never, like, got around to it. I just had other projects I wanted to do. And today, that idea kind of came back, like, oh, I could make like a big review video for The Bear seasons 1 and 2 and see how it all works together and stuff like that. And I was really excited. But then like my first response to that thought of like this new creative idea, was just like a defeatist mentality. The first thing I felt was like a feeling of like sorrow and despair when coming up with that idea, because my first thought was, one, like someone else has already made that, so you can't do it better, and two, if someone hasn't made it, then somebody will, and you need to get right on the clock to beat them to it, so you can have the greater
you can take the greater growth from that, essentially. It's this it reveals this like incessant like pressure to create like as as fast as possible and as soon as possible, so you can have the best end result of like high numbers. I feel like, so much about like growing on YouTube, or so much about making art, is just about growing nowadays. Like, I never made this YouTube channel to try and like blow up or get big or grow, whatever. But like, I'm still thinking about it. I don't even like, I don't make videos so something can blow up. I don't make videos because it's like socially relevant at the moment. I make videos for me, but I still have this like really defeatist mindset when it comes to certain ideas and when it comes to creating. Like, what am I going to possibly add to a concept or an idea that has already been put out there? And if I can't add anything, then I can't grow, and then there's no point in making something. But then that's the issue, is that why can't I just make art for myself? Like, I feel so much pressure from invisible audiences. I feel so much pressure from satisfying other people with my art instead of just making my own art. And oftentimes it makes content that I'm less satisfied with because I'm just like rushing. I feel like I need to get it out there so it can be out there faster. But the question I have to ask myself is like, why do I want it to be out there so quickly? And the answer is usually because I think it'll like look better for the YouTube algorithm and I want to get bigger. But do I really? Like, it's just something I'm told that I should do.
Yeah, I don't know. You have those moments, like, the voices get a little too loud, the insecurity is a little too strong. I feel like they're at their strongest whenever I'm passionate about something. I'll have an idea and almost just immediately succumb to some defeatist mindset where, for whatever reason, it's bad and I shouldn't make it. I'm a bit embarrassed to say that I have a plethora of projects and videos and ideas that have never and probably will never see the light of day because I'm just too anxious about other people seeing them. It gets to the point where I can see someone else's art, something that's really impressive and creative, and just get angry about it. Like, they're actually going out and doing the thing while I'm just here complaining about not being able to go out and do the thing. It feels like any video is inherently better than mine, with the only requirement necessary being that it wasn't made by me. But isn't that like the most depressing thing you've ever heard? Seeing other creators prosper and their creativity should be inspiring. I should feel proud of them. I should be happy for them. But then why am I always subject to feelings of spite and shame whenever I see some of their work that really impresses me? Seeing classmates and colleagues on set posting videos with next level quality, acquiring talent I feel like I can never access. Is it like a secret code or something? It just makes me feel behind, like I'm lesser, like I'm not creative or capable of being creative, like I'm stuck. Never able to improve, and since I feel like I don't have time to learn how to get better despite the deep desire to do so 24/7, I wallow in stagnation, and thus creates the never-ending cycle of creative anxiety. I want to make something, but I assume someone else already has made it, and most likely has made it in a way that is better than I ever could, so why even bother? And it's that why even bother part I began to interrogate after feeling pent up creatively one too many times. Why bother? Instead I asked myself, why do I feel like this in the first place? Again, why succumb to the defeatist mindset like this? Well, I realized just like all evil things in this world, it's because of capitalism. Okay, I mean, we all like to dog on capitalism, at least anybody that I associate myself with does, but in all seriousness, it is pretty undeniable to say that our country is obsessed with progress and growth. If something isn't productive for us, it is immediately discarded as useless. So when I come up with an idea and see someone else has made a video similar to it, I give up. Why even bother? But again, is that not kind of like the saddest thing ever? I never made this channel to blow up. I don't post reviews because they're a source of income. I don't make short films because they're making me famous. And I don't even really want all of that. Yet when the time comes to post, I freeze. This is the one, I think to myself before doubling back. Why does it need to be? And this is the conclusion that I've come to after countless project scraps, after all the times I left my camera home because I assumed I wouldn't shoot anything worthwhile, after all the self-ridiculing and insults hurled my way by the most hateful hand of all, I realize, and am trying to act on the fact, that your art is your own. Nothing is flawless. Any creator that I'm inspired by is scrutinizing the same video that crippled me with its quality. This style may be the coolest thing ever to some people, while on the other hand, it's the ugliest thing to grace this earth, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Not every style will make it to the mainstream, not every creation is going to jumpstart your career, but if you really care about it, if you really care about art, if you're really making it for yourself, does that really matter? Why does every art piece have to be great, and why does every single creation have to be the one that makes me famous? Why do I have to force myself into an endless cycle of stress and dissatisfaction? Why do I sacrifice my personality for the potential of more clicks? Why don't I believe in myself? I don't know the answers to all these questions. It's most likely therapy, but the cheaper and much easier option is to just do it. I can't expect to make art I'm happy with if I never make anything. I can't expect to grow, if that even is the goal, if I don't try. I can't expect to improve if I don't practice, if I don't make time to engage with and reflect on amazing art. I may say that I don't have time, or I may say that I can't add any value to an idea already explored, but this video proves otherwise. I wanted to create, so I did, and that's that. I'm not making this video with the intention of it making me famous or it being on the Mount Rushmore of YouTube videos. I'm making it because I felt like I just had to. I'm not saying that to try and make anyone struggling with these same thoughts to feel bad about not creating. Quite the opposite, in fact. I want to show that even if you're deeply insecure, even if you feel like you don't have time, even if you've been brushing off projects for the past month or year, that you can still create because it's the only option. To create something for yourself, not on the requirement that an idea is guaranteed to meet a standard of quality at its end product, not based on the desires and expectations of others, not as a result of an invisible algorithm or society that values progress and growth more than authenticity, not because someone else hasn't made it yet. The only option is to create something of your own, to learn from great art and apply it to your own creations, to take the old and reinvent it into the new. If you can relate to any of the ramblings in this video, I advise you to just create. Go out and do it, or else the fulfillment will never be felt, the art will never be made, and the anxieties will never fade. I know I needed to. So, hi, I'm Nicholas Gawa. This is a little introduction to me and some new form of content that I want to make, and I needed to create, so I made this.